and I'm at a top 5 law firm, so by all means, I have succeeded, right? Now, fast forward 3 years, and I'm right out of college. I've graduated for a year now, and I'm at this corporate law firm. I've established this pretty good position at this law firm as a legal assistant, and I'm at a top 5 law firm, so by all means, I have succeeded, right? Well, not exactly. And that was what got me thinking about what my definition of failure was and what my definition of success was. I'd gotten to the point that I wanted to be at. I'd gotten the top corporate law job, and I was really en route to a good law school and then eventually a good corporate law job. Now, why that didn't feel like success, even though I had succeeded by conventional means, was because I wasn't really enjoying the process of succeeding. It's kind of weird, right? Like, you have these goals and you have these visions and you achieve them, and then you find out that you don't actually enjoy the process of succeeding. You're doing something for the sake of an outcome, but you don't actually enjoy the process. And that's what redefined my entire relationship with failure and success. Failure was doing something I didn't want to do for an outcome that I thought I wanted, and maybe I do want, and that was when things started changing. That's when my perspective started changing. I started thinking in terms of, what do I actually like to do? And can it still lead me to the outcomes I want? It's not like I completely forgot about the outcome. I just started thinking in terms of, what is the process of getting to that outcome? And can I find a process that I actually enjoy versus just slaving away, doing something that I don't like, having that be drudgery, and then getting to this outcome that I will eventually get used to in a few days, and then I will have to go back into this treadmill of constantly doing things as a means to an end. And I didn't want to be like that. That to me started becoming failure because I was doing something that I didn't really completely enjoy. And I started defining success in terms of, what do I like to do? Can I do more of that? And can it still lead me to the outcomes I want? And that's really what led me to tech. Alright, so while that's in the oven, let me tell you about how tech changed my perspective on failure and success. In tech, I started doing tasks that I actually enjoyed doing. I liked doing marketing, I liked doing operations, I liked making sure that the product actually solved the problem. All the tasks that I did, I enjoyed because they were just intrinsically enjoyable. I was interested in the work. I wasn't just doing the work as a means to some end that would come later on in the future. And that was when I started reconsidering my perspective on failure. To me, success started becoming doing things that I liked doing, not really doing things so that I could get to a very specific end that I would then define as success. And that changed my perspective because then I started trying to do things that I actually enjoyed rather than focusing on the outcomes that these activities produced. And I started thinking in terms of, what do I like doing versus what's going to get me to this point of success. And how that changed everything in the macro perspective was that I stopped stressing over outcomes. And that has made all the difference, because nowadays I just work because I like to work. I work at my day job because I enjoy a lot of the work I do. I work after work because I absolutely enjoy the work of building my own product. And I work on my YouTube channel and Medium blog because it's what I like doing. I like writing. I like creating videos. Notice that it's no longer very ends driven. It's not like I'm trying to get that 100,000 view video. It's not like I'm trying to get that 100,000 user product. It's nice to have those outcomes, but I'm not doing them specifically for those outcomes. I don't make videos so I can go viral. I don't create products so I can make a lot of money. I create products because that's just something I'm drawn to. I create videos because that's something I'm drawn to. I write because I like to write. The work in itself has become the end. The process has become the outcome. But that's what's changed my perspective on failure as a whole. There's no longer any sort of failure because I'm not really driven by the outcomes anymore. I'm driven by the process. So how can you apply this to your own life? Well, think about what you like doing. Think about what you like to do, what you enjoy, and whether you're actually doing what you enjoy every single day. If not, ask yourself, are the outcomes that these activities are leading you towards, are these outcomes worth the drudgery of doing something you don't like? Now, if you're doing something you don't like and you're not really getting to the outcome you want to get, then that's really a different problem you have, and that's something that I think warrants another video, if not a video series. But if you are someone who's doing work that is leading you to an outcome that you think you will enjoy, but you don't enjoy the work, ask yourself if you want to be constantly living in the future. Ask yourself if sacrificing the present is really something that is worth this future that you think you will enjoy. Because chances are, if you're looking for outcomes like money or wealth, prestige, chances are you're probably going to get used to the outcomes that you eventually reach. It's something called the hedonic treadmill. It can be kind of a vicious cycle because you're just constantly chasing, never really living. If you have to force yourself to do something, if you're not compelled by it, if you're not drawn to it, perhaps you shouldn't be doing that what you think you should be doing. Perhaps you should instead be doing something else, because if you have to force yourself to do some activity, perhaps you're just not that kind of person. Perhaps you're denying some part of yourself that is telling you, hey, this is not the right thing to do, but you're still doing it because you think the end that you will get from doing it will bring you satisfaction, will bring you joy. If you think that there's only one way to get to whatever end you're trying to get to, you're probably wrong. There are so many other ways to get to what you want to get to, if that's prestige, if that's wealth. You can actually be doing something you enjoy. You could be making videos about what you enjoy, like if you enjoy, I don't know, like planting things, but you think finance is the only way to get to money. Not exactly. You can actually make a lot of money talking about planting things by maybe selling merchandise on Teespring based on your YouTube channel about planting things. There's just so many ways to get to the ends that you want to get to. And in this day and age, you can actually enjoy the process of getting to where you want to get to by just thinking creatively, thinking out of the box. You don't have to force yourself into one specific career path and think that this is like the only way to get to wealth. This is the only way to get to prestige. There are so many other ways. There's so many other things that you can do that you might enjoy more than what you're doing now. And honestly, I would encourage that you try to look out of the box to see what else you might enjoy. I mean, I looked out of the box. I looked outside of law and finance, even though I was an economics major, and I eventually found tech as something that I enjoy doing far more than work in law and finance. So that's really it for you guys for this video. Think about what other definitions of success you can accommodate so that you can actually be enjoying your life and your work. So with that, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, smash the like button. And if you want to see more of this content, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.